Welcome to Catholic Snack. Today we'll journey through more than a century of cinema to discover how filmmakers have portrayed Jesus, from the earliest silent reels to modern dramas. Each movie offers a unique glimpse of Christ, sometimes majestic, sometimes deeply human, sometimes daringly new. Stay with us until the end. You might discover a portrayal you've never seen before. From the Manger to the Cross, 1912, starring Robert Henderson Bland, was the first full-length feature film about the life of Jesus. Shot on location in Egypt and Palestine, it amazed audiences with authentic landscapes and brought an unprecedented realism to the gospel story. Civilization, 1916, with George Fisher as Jesus, presents Christ in a bold, allegorical way. He appears to a submarine commander during World War I, urging peace and mercy in the midst of global conflict. A daring message for its time. Intolerance, 1916, directed by D.W. Griffith, features Howard Gay as a serene Jesus. His scenes, filmed like sacred tableaus, link forgiveness and compassion to the film's sweeping vision of humanity's struggle against hatred. Ben-Hur, A Tale of the Christ, 1925, features Claude Peyton as Jesus, though his face is carefully hidden in soft profiles or distant shots. This choice preserved reverence while placing him at the heart of a grand Hollywood adventure. The King of Kings, 1927, stars H.B. Warner in Cecil B. DeMille's lavish, silent epic. Warner's close-ups were filmed through fine gauze, giving his face a gentle glow and elevating the sacredness of every moment. Golgotha, 1935, with Robert Levigan as Jesus, is France's first sound film on the Passion. It presents Christ with striking realism and a moving, almost intimate humanity.
Ce que tu as à faire, fais-le tout de suite.
The Robe, 1953, introduces Donald C. Clune as Jesus in uncredited but pivotal scenes. His quiet dignity anchors the story of a Roman soldier and gives weight to the very first CinemaScope epic. Day of Triumph, 1954, stars Robert Wilson in the first full-length English-language sound movie about the life of Christ. Produced with careful consultation from clergy, it aimed for historical detail and reverent storytelling.
On earth as it is in heaven.
Ben-Hur, 1959, casts opera singer Claude Heater as Jesus, though the camera rarely shows his face. Director William Wyler used this to heighten mystery and awe amid the film's sweeping scale. King of Kings, 1961, features Jeffrey Hunter as a gentle, youthful Jesus. His warm presence helped audiences connect emotionally, even earning the nickname Teenage Jesus from the press. The Gospel According to St. Matthew, 1964, stars Enrique Irazoki, a young, non-professional actor. Director Pier Paolo Pasolini created a radical, neo-realist Christ, passionate, prophetic, and filmed entirely with natural light.
Sono io che ho bisogno di essere battezzato da te.
Who are you?
The Greatest Story Ever Told, 1965, presents Max von Sydow as a calm and solemn Jesus.
Baptize me, John.
Monument Valley in the American West stood in for the Holy Land, giving the film an ethereal, timeless atmosphere.
Where born? Bethlehem.
Long live God. Long live God.
Godspell, 1973, stars Victor Garber as a Christ full of joy, dancing through New York City with disciples dressed as clowns. The film transforms the gospel into a colorful celebration of love and community.
Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing.
Jesus Christ Superstar, 1973, showcases Ted Neely as a rock opera Jesus. His soaring vocals and raw vulnerability brought new emotional depth to Andrew Lloyd Webber's musical.
Blessed are the pure in heart.
Jesus of Nazareth,
For
1977,
they
stars
shall
Robert
see
Powell
God.
and Franco Zeffirelli's acclaimed miniseries. Powell's serene face
Blessed
and luminous eyes became an enduring
are the
television image of
peacemakers.
Jesus for millions worldwide.
For they shall be called sons of God.
Captives, recovery of sight to the blind.
I can't see.
Set at liberty those who are
Jesus,
oppressed.
1979,
And announce
features
that the
Brian
time has
Deacon
come
in
when
a
the Lord
faithful
will
retelling
save
of
his
Luke's
people.
gospel, filmed entirely in Israel. Translated into hundreds of languages, it has become one of the most watched movies ever
She
made.
will be well. Arise.
The Day Christ Died, 1980, with Chris Sarandon, presents the Passion as a tense historical drama, unfolding hour by hour like an investigation into the last day of Jesus' life.
That's enough. Cut him down.
Honey, can you do a trick for me now, say?
No, I'm not a trained animal. I'm not a magician.
The Last Temptation of Christ, 1988, stars Willem Dafoe in Martin Scorsese's daring adaptation of Nikos Kazantzakis' novel. The film explores Jesus' inner doubts and desires, offering a deeply human perspective that stirred intense debate.
Do you want to know something? You're more dangerous than the zealots. Do you know that?
One of the least of these brothers of mine.
The Visual Bible, Matthew, 1993, features Bruce Marciano portraying Jesus with a joyful smile and approachable warmth. Quoting the gospel word for word, his performance emphasizes friendship and laughter alongside reverence.
Say to those on his left, depart from me. You who are cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry.
The chief priest said to Pilate, "Do not write the King of the Jews, but rather..."
This man said, "I am the King of the Jews."
The Gospel of John, 2003, stars Henry Ian Cusick in a calm and thoughtful portrayal, perfectly matched to the lyrical narration of the fourth Gospel.
After the soldiers had crucified Jesus, they took his clothes and divided them into 4 parts, 1 part for each soldier.
The Passion of the Christ, 2004, features Jim Caviezel in an unflinching depiction of Christ's final hours. Filmed with brutal realism, it highlights the depth of Jesus' sacrifice and love.
So you're not a king?
If I was,
The Passion,
you
2008,
think I'd let myself be handed over?
presents Joseph Mall as a quietly strong
But do you think
Jesus
my
in a
followers would
BBC
fight?
drama. It places his story in a vivid political setting, exploring both the humanity and courage of
There
Christ.
I have only one purpose. To reveal the truth.
And started to write on the ground with his finger.
The Gospel of John, 2014, from the Lumo Project.
When they kept on questioning him,
Stars
he
Selva
straightened up.
Rasalingam as a compassionate and steady Jesus. Filmed across Morocco, it recreates the biblical
said to them,
world with respect for every word of Scripture.
let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her.
Son of God, 2014, features Diogo Morgado expanding his role from the Bible miniseries. His warm and approachable performance made the story fresh for new audiences.
No, this isn't real.
That shooting star last night. You enjoyed that. It was a bore. Liar. I am a liar, that is the truth.
Last Days in the Desert, 2015, stars Ewan McGregor, who plays both Jesus and a tempter during the wilderness fast. This quiet drama reflects on obedience, doubt, and the mystery of calling.
Each thing that ever lived. Nothing's interesting anymore. Nothing surprises you. Not a thing.
Mary Magdalene, 2018, presents Joaquin Phoenix as a contemplative and compassionate Jesus. The film highlights his bond with Mary Magdalene and focuses on a message of radical love and inclusion.
When the Baptist anointed me, there was no holy oil, no ceremony. It was like this. Open your eyes to the light.
Over a century of filmmaking has offered countless visions of Jesus. Majestic, intimate, revolutionary, or tenderly human. Which portrayal speaks most to you, or surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Catholic Snack for more journeys into faith, art, and culture.